Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It's time for another Masters of Cinema release. This time we have number 294 in the series, Laurel and Hardy, The Silent Years to 1927. And this is such a phenomenal release for me. I'm a big Laurel and Hardy fan, but it's all their kind of talky stuff that I know. It's things that I watched with my grandparents, with my father, that I laughed and watched from any age and still get enjoyment out of them. And to go back to something that I hadn't seen before, to see that an almost origin story of Laurel and Hardy was simply fantastic. Now this set has a fantastic 15 shorts included on it, and they're all roughly around about the 20-minute range, and this kind of have one from 1921, we have one from 1926, and the other 13 are from 1927, which is mind-boggling to think how much they must have been working to produce such great quantity and quality films. What I kind of loved the most about this was seeing the evolution of the characters, to see the evolution of Stan Nolly, to see how they kind of grew throughout the films, and it's not a clear evolution. You can see them working on it throughout their performances, where sometimes they'll be antagonistic to each other, sometimes they can get a little bit apart, sometimes they're playing against type, but they have these kind of through line of these characters slowly finding what works, and then what can be fun is they're hitting their marks, they're doing what we know they do best, and then the next shot they'll kind of move back and try something different. And it feels as if they're kind of working through their personas to find what works best for their pairing. Sometimes there'll be a third member thrown in, and it's wonderful to kind of see this. You're never quite sure what the next short is going to deliver. Now, there are some wonderful camera trickery, some set pieces that are just built up, that are just absolutely jaw-dropping. Now, I won't focus on all the films individually, although that may be a project I do later on, but as a whole, to see the way they are constructed, to see the way they kind of add effects to it, whether it's scratched on film, whether it's film overlapping to create a kind of ghostly atmosphere, to see how they set up these jokes is just wonderful. There's a sequence where the next 100 years where they have Stan Ollie tunnelling out of a prison, but as it's alluded to in one of the commentaries, it's a larger set, and it's just camera trickery that makes us think they're in such a small area, which is fantastic as well. They are laugh out loud funny films that I have watched, and with these characters that I loved. And going back to these films, I wasn't really too sure how the humour would translate, but it is riotously funny. And it's not always just their performances. They do allow a lot of the side characters to get some good laughs and chuckles in this as well. The majority of the content is Laurel and Hardy, but there are moments where other people get to shine. There are moments where some of the intertitles are absolutely riotous as well. And just so funny, they pop up. You almost do a spit take looking at some of them. This is just a labour of love. Eureka have created something that is wonderful to visit, and something I can see me revisiting a lot with these quick 20-minute watches. I can see me just throwing them on and just watching a lot of them. In fact, I took my time and just went through all of this set, watching the movies, watching them with the commentary, often just after watching the film itself, because there's a commentary in every release, sometimes one, sometimes more than one, and that's fantastic as well, because you get these different aspects of the same piece. But they're so informative, pointing out actors. They reoccur in several of these shorts, pointing out trickery, then pointing out little faux pas. Like there's one moment where there's a camera crew in a shop window that they never quite noticed. You can see somebody just hand cranking the cameras. This is just a wonderful time capsule of a pair of performers who are delivering and finding their performance and finding what suits them best, and it's just marvellous. And the extras in this set are truly wonderful as well. Let's dive into the disc and have a look. Here we are in disc 1 for Laurel and Hardy, The Silent Years. Let's first have a look at the shorts. Here we have The Lucky Dog from 1921, 45 Minutes from Hollywood from 1926, Duck Soup, Slipping Wives, Love 'Em and Weep, Why Girls Love Sailors with Love and Hisses. The special features here, we have Laurel and Hardy in the UK, which is 8 minutes 24 seconds, which is kind of newsreel footage of them visiting the UK with a little skit recorded by Laurel and Hardy and a voiceover. We have Stan Laurel 1957 interview, which is a lengthy 1 hour 10 minutes, and this covers a lot of things, especially the death of Hardy, who had died at a week before this, 10 days before this was recorded. Then we have Stan Laurel in 1959 interview, which is 8 minutes 41 seconds. Again, it's kind of accompanied with newsreel footage, which I really do like, because they show you footage of Edinburgh at the start of this, which is a place I'm very familiar with, talk about Glasgow a little bit. So it's nice to see some Scottish recognition in one of the extras. And that's the extras for disc 1. Here we are in disc 2 for Laurel and Hardy, The Silent Years. Let's go to the shorts. We have Sailors Beware, Do Detectives Think, Flying Elephants, Sugar Daddies, The Second 100 Years, Call of the Cuckoo, Putting Pants on Philip, and The Battle of the Century. In the special features, we have a new Neil Brandt interview, which is 7 minutes 43 seconds, and this is great. I wish it was longer, there was more to talk about. He talks about who kind of put the idea of putting Laurel and Hardy together, how they discovered what made them so special. Like I said, I could have listened to lots more of this great information. We have some Super 8mm shorts here. Now, I love Super 8 shorts, but usually they're condensed versions of movies from, say, 1 hour and 40 minutes to 17 minutes, but all of these shorts were roughly around about 20 minutes, and they've all been cut down to about 7 minutes or so. And it's really weird and unusual, and it's kind of taking just the key comedic moments from them. It covers these 4 elements here. They are not the best quality. They've not been restored in any way, but in that fashion, they offer a kind of tactile nature about them that is really comforting and really kind of fun to watch. I really enjoyed checking these out as well. Also included in this set is a 36-page booklet with a little bit on all the shorts included in this, and that is the extras for Laurel and Hardy, The Silent Years. This is one of those essential discs. You need to have this in your collection if you haven't seen these. If you were a fan of Laurel and Hardy, if you want to stretch your film watching boundaries, this is something that is so worthwhile picking up. Now, not everything is fantastic. There are some shorts that didn't hit the mark for me. There are some that were just exceptional, but that's just the way they are. You know, sometimes people just attune to more than others, and that's what I found in this one. But I am so happy that Eureka have released this. It's phenomenal, and I'm hoping it's going to open the door for more Laurel and Hardy stuff. You know, if this sells really well, maybe we'll get more. Fingers crossed, because I'm so excited and eager to check out more after this. I would love to know if you're picking this up. Let me know in the comment box below if it's something that you need to have, something you've already got, something you're delving into and working your way through. Let me know your thoughts on Laurel and Hardy in the comment box below. Can't wait to read your comments on this one. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.